Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm diving into the synastry between Ashanti and Nelly. And as always, I'm going to be pulling in the asteroids because they add a deeper level to the whole dynamic between two people. Plus, I'm going to be showing you exactly what was happening in her transit chart that brought them back together. Because the timing here, it's fascinating and crazy at the same time. Nelly has Sun and Venus in Scorpio. So with this, Nelly is intense, mysterious, and all about deep connections. He dives in like it's a secret spy mission. He wants depth and loyalty. So his vibe is serious business when it comes to love. He doesn't just love, he investigates, he obsesses, and maybe haunts a few dreams while he's at it, especially when it comes to Ashanti, because her Agapreneur conjuncts his Sun and Venus. And Agapreneur has the energies of unconditional love and loyal friendship, love that stands the test of time. So when her Agapreneur conjuncts his Sun and Venus, it's like a double dose of loyalty and unwavering love. And also, he feels seen with this energy and accepted without conditions. Even in the Scorpio darkness, there's this best friend meets lover vibe, and she gets his emotional depth and she doesn't flinch about it. Now, her Ambrosia conjuncts his Sun and Venus as well. And Ambrosia is longevity, divine sweetness, and vitality. It's the nectar of immortality. And in synastry, this adds a really nice dose of mythical, enduring quality to the bond. It's with this conjunction, there's a timelessness here. He may feel like their bond is destined to last, no matter how many years or setbacks happen. Now, with Scorpio, because all of this is in Scorpio, these asteroids, the energy, it doesn't land softly. It's not surface level charm. It's enduring, it's intimate, and impossible to ignore. There's no polite flirting. Not when it comes to Scorpio. It's almost like trespassing into the other person's psyche. And Scorpio doesn't knock. Scorpio pick the lock, walk in uninvited, and say, "What are you hiding? We need to talk." That's the energy of Scorpio. Now, her destined asteroid, to validate all this, it's conjuncting his Venus in Scorpio. Now, this is romantic destiny. He may feel like something about her is unavoidable. Whatever detours life took, he was going to meet her, and there was going to be this destined quality to their coming together and meeting. And the sense that this love story is part of a larger divine plan. And her destined asteroid, it seals it. It's like a contract signed before either one of them even got here, with a cosmic post-it note like that says, "You two are stuck together, no refunds." Destined conjuncting Venus is one of the most powerful aspects in synastry that I've seen, where when you see that, especially when it is so close in degree, the orb has to be super tight. I'm talking 0 to 1 degree. So it's just a very powerful energy. Like, it's sealed. It's going to happen. You guys are going to get together. Now, if I had done this chart for her years and years ago, I probably would have gotten backlash if people would have said, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," because now they're not together anymore. Well, I will be getting to the transit part, because this destined, it's like you cannot separate these two. I don't care how long they're separated. You will find your way back together at one point because of the other aspects that I'm going to be describing coming up. One of them is her karma, and her midheaven conjuncts his Mars. So this isn't a private heated love affair. It's public. It's a fated public meeting in their careers. So his raw drive lights the spark, and together there's this powerhouse chasing success and ambition. Now, her Pluto, she has Pluto Sun conjunction in Libra. So she's got a lot of Plutonian energy about her. And this makes her more than just charming because of Libra. She's magnetic with a quiet edge. It's like sweetness and steel at the same time. And when these planets conjuncts his Mercury, her Pluto and Sun is conjuncting his Mercury. It's not just attraction. It's almost like a psychic invasion. He probably felt like she got him before he spoke, and like she was reading between every line. She was reading him between the fine lines. She was investigating him. She was scoping him out, that sort of thing. And like I said, with Mercury there, he's thinking, oh, something's going on because he's got Venus and Sun in Scorpio, and she's got Sun conjuncting Pluto in Scorpio. And so neither one of them is a stranger to intensity. So her depth, it didn't scare him. It intrigued him. But she has Lilith. She has Lilith right next to her Sun and Pluto in the 9th house. So that the other part of that, the 9th house governs higher learning, higher truth, and life's big questions. So this isn't your crystal shop, good vibes only sort of energy. Not with Pluto conjuncting your Sun in the same house. This one, she'll roll her eyes at gurus. She'll rewrite sacred texts with purple ink, and probably got kicked out of philosophy class for asking too many uncomfortable questions. So she's fiercely independent, and she's got a rebellious streak about her. Now, when someone's Sun and Pluto are conjunct like hers, and that Sun and Pluto and that is conjuncting his Mercury, like I said, it leaves a mental imprint. He didn't just remember her, he couldn't forget her. And that kind of energetic stamp, it lingers, especially when it feels like someone once saw straight through you. And I think that she did. And with his Scorpio Sun, you've got two people built to obsess, remember, and revisit what felt unresolved. And Scorpio energy, it doesn't let go easily. The unresolved energy between the two of them will eventually it won't weaken, is what I'm trying to say. Even if years pass and you've got two people, even if years pass, if no one else ever mirrors that same intensity, they'll circle back to each other to finish the story. It's magnetic and sometimes maddening, but when Pluto's in the mix, endings are rarely final, because this is fascinating to me. In her transit chart, in September of 2023, transiting South Node conjuncts her Pluto, and it stirred something deep, the kind of old, smoldering energy that doesn't just vanish with time. Pluto holds the memories, and it holds the memories that we think we've buried. And the South Node is like a cosmic tug. It will pull you back into places and people that sometimes you thought were gone, and the emotions that you once held will start to resurface, and there's the real power here coming out into the open and dragging you back into the past because of the South Node. So for her, Pluto isn't just Pluto. It's tied to her Sun. So this means that the transit, it didn't just bring up old feelings, it rattled her, and it reminded her of who she was when she knew him, and maybe even who she still is underneath everything. So That's crazy, but there's another twist to this. His Mercury is right there too. So while she was feeling this magnetic internal shift, he's hearing it. He's thinking about it as well. Maybe as a thought, a pull to reach out. It's like both of them got pinged. Different senses, same signal. It was like a pinging into their energy field. So when that kind of destiny, well, here we go back to her destined conjuncting his Venus. And now we're getting into the maturity, or it's coming to fruition now. So when you have that kind of destiny, the door creaks open and people often find their way back, not because they planned to, but because Pluto wasn't done. The intensity, it didn't die. So the South Node conjunction to her Pluto, it pulled everything back into alignment for them to get back together. Now also, her point of fortune conjuncts his Sirius. And this means he loves her deeply, but Sirius is the asteroid that carries loss. Sirius is the myth of a mother losing her daughter, Proserpina. Here it mirrors their breakup, something precious slipping away. And she may have felt unseen. He may have felt misunderstood for the reason why they broke up, and they drifted apart. So this reunion between the two of them, it feels like returning to the garden after a long winter. Because like Proserpina, coming back from the underworld, she was changed, wiser, and touched by darkness, yet still holding the memory of the love. And also, in the myth, Pluto abducted Proserpina to the underworld. And now she returns, Ashanti returns home from the hiatus. She returns back into, up from the underworld, and now she's going to reunite with Nelly. Fascinating, right? Now, I'm going to get to the cheating part, and I'll go over that and let you know what else I found here. Nelly's Mad Hatter and Fink conjuncts Ashanti's Sun and Lilith. So Mad Hatter brings that unpredictable drama, reckless drama energy, and Fink is secrets, betrayal, and madness lurking beneath the surface. So, yeah, cheating wasn't a random slip up with him. It's written within their synastry chart. Now, with his Neptune squaring her Venus, because his Neptune squares her Venus, that is classic for deception, and it probably took her a long time to forgive him because his Sedna is sitting right on her IC. The IC is at the bottom of the chart, and it's on the cusp of the house, the fourth house that rules the home and the family. This happens behind the scenes. So because his Sedna is sitting right on her IC, it's not a small hurt. It's a deep soul level betrayal that shook her foundation. So when something like this, I've said this many times before, when it's right on the cusp of your fourth house, the IC, that's where your inner child lives, and that's going to really bring you a lot of pain or a lot of joy, depending on the asteroid or planet that is sitting there. And the healing here did not happen overnight. So this wasn't meant to end for good, especially with her moon conjuncting his north node. This is really important because when you have her moon is conjuncting his north node, that's a soul level bond that's really hard to shake. It's very difficult to put a complete end to the relationship when you have moon conjuncting north node. And that's a thread tying them together through time and space. No matter how messy or painful, that connection keeps pulling them back. Like the universe saying, you're not done yet. You two just needed a break, time out, and we're going to bring you back together when the timing is right for that to happen, when both of you have matured and both of you have realized just how important you are to each other. So it's romantic, it's dreamy, and psychic when between the two of them, because his Neptune and Merlin conjuncts her moon. This means that she may have felt enchanted, mystified, but also confused. It like being under a spell, because Merlin has the energies of casting a spell, and there's hypnotic effects there. So she didn't know at the time if it was real or not, and if what she felt was real. So it can also blur lines and make things confusing, but it can also bring a psychic connection as well. So sometimes love feels like a spell that we can't quite break, and maybe that's the point between these two. So that's all I have for today. And if you need a synastry chart done, my email is in the description box. If you need a transit chart or a solar return chart done, I am available for that as well. So I will be back shortly with other synastry charts. So please like, share, and subscribe to keep in the loop. Have a nice day.